specific lunatic crazy person.
Yeah, here's the thing though, Fine Ninja. You're not around where I'm at where there's nothing but people who are boating and getting boats or getting ice or driving up and down the street because the maniacs of a holiday weekend. Remember, I live right near the boat dock.
I can drive a boat.
Oh yeah, but you're not near my house with a boat dock, so that's why I feel safe. Hello, meat. And before we do the Towers of Time mode like we usually do, it's time to do some stuff in the crypt. See if I actually miss getting the special award for Katana's skin. That's one reason why.
I'm not in Virginia.
Because I don't think you would waste the gas with how high gas prices are. And of course, in the chat party, besides the leader of the Fire Nation Fire, we have Johnny Bravo and Ammo.
Hello.
The Jar Jar fan, the disgrace to all human life.
The one who lowers our IQ points every day because he's a Jar Jar Binks fan.
Jar Jar's funny.
No, he's not. He's a village idiot. No, I gotta take that back because village idiots ain't that stupid.
Also, apparently I have a dialect of a serial killer.
And you're just figuring that out now?
No.
Yeah, I didn't get killed.
Yeah, apparently according to one of my friends in this, I have this voice or the way of speaking of a serial killer, so...
Oh, that's great. Am I in the right area? Yes, I am.
Hey Doug, you want to have a conversation?
Not truly, no.
Why?
Because I don't. Alright, let's see. I know one.
Sure? Is it because you don't feel safe? Why don't you feel safe, Doug?
Oh, I feel safe. It's just I'm trying to concentrate and making sure I'm in the right area because I remember the clue that Ed Boom set out. I just don't remember if that was for Thursday only or today. So let's see.
About what?
The Katana skin. I might have missed it because I don't remember if it was yesterday or Mortal Kombat 11's crypt event. Because I knew what you got to pay attention to the Boom's Twitter because he's the one. And the sad thing is, I've been able to solve every riddle. Unfortunately, the problem is, they always do it on a day I ain't freaking on. And I probably missed it. Damn it.
Yeah, because the video's showing yesterday or a day ago.
Great.
Wait,
so it might have been yesterday was that event. Because I figured out where the location was. It was easy because even an idiot could have figured it out. It was where you first found Reptile in the crypt, but it must have been for Thursday only and not Friday. I couldn't remember what day it was.
Was it there?
No, so it must have been yesterday. And since I was watching college football all day yesterday.
You gotta text me stuff, Doug.
Well, that's what. Well, I reshare the thing on Twitter. I always reshare his thing, and.
When do I ever check Twitter?
And that's why you need to check Twitter. At least the good thing is I did pick up a movie I've been wanting to see, so I'm going to be watching probably what will be considered a very weird horror film.
Hey, did you hear that they're coming out with a new Mortal Kombat movie?
I have heard that. And there goes my corpse into the lava.
And his immediate response is why?
Not really, because I did enjoy the other two Mortal Kombat films. I know they get a bummer rap, but the first one's real fun, and the second one, I can forgive its cheesiness. And I did enjoy the YouTube series.
Cheesiness, no, its cheesiness is what makes it great.
Yeah, well, there would be a lot of people who would disagree, saying the cheesiness is what makes it terrible. Me personally, Mortal Kombat, and I would say this with almost every a video game, that movie that's based on a fighting game, you don't take the storyline seriously. Because not a damn one of them.
I want to hear Scorpion go, yeah.
I hear Scorpion say, "Get over here 50 billion times."
Like he does in the second one, where when he kidnaps Katana.
Yeah, that that was a good kidnapping.
Just because it's funny how he reacted to them.
I got a new Shao Kahn skin and a skeleton key. I haven't had one of those in a while. And that's actually the first skeleton key I got it in months. It's out tonight, unfortunately, so that kind of puts me in a bummer mood. But at least, like I said, I do have a new horror film I will be watching Sunday morning. The Banana Splits horror film. I'm sure Heartless is like, you really bought that.
You act like you watch this.
Well, I wouldn't say, well, no, if he joins the chat party, I'll probably tell him, hey, I bought the Banana Splits movie, where they go around killing people. If anybody wants a description of what the movie basically is, because I read the back of the box. No, I didn't really, did not get what the plot is. The plot pretty much is some kid goes to see his favorite show, which is the Banana Splits, and if you don't know who the Banana Splits are, ask your parents. Because either you gotta be your parents' age, or in my case, you have to have been when they showed the reruns. But apparently, the animatronics start going crazy because of the fact of they just found out the show's going to be canceled, and they start murdering everybody. In better words, folks, it's what would happen if the Banana Splits met Five Nights at Freddy's. And why the hell did I just get an eyeball?
I'm okay with that.
My mom. The funny thing is, my mom's the one who's looking forward to see it more than me, because she grew up on the Banana Splits.
And did you send me the invite?
I'm working on it. Jeez, calm down.
And I don't know who's watching, but I hope they leave a like and a comment to know that I
keep it an eye out.
All right, so it's Johnny Bravo, and he's going, man, I'm pretty.
My oh, I love that. Johnny Bravo was always awesome. Hold on.
I agree. And question of the video, guys, because I'm thinking about cartoons. Out of the following three cartoon characters, who is the dumbest cartoon character? And when I mean dumb, I mean he is intellectually stupid. You have Cosmo from the Fairy Odd Parents.
Yeah, he's pretty dumb.
You have Billy from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Yeah.
Cletus.
Thank you, Cletus, yeah.
Who was the first one?
Cosmo.
Cosmo from Fairy Odd Parents.
Fairly Odd Parents. The green one.
The redneck.
If you're suffering, that means you're alive. Oh, goodness.
I'd say Cosmo. He's a fucking dumbass.
I would go with Billy.
He's actually capable.
I would.
Billy is capable of doing things too.
I would vote for Billy just because of the fact of 9 times out of 10 he's caused more harm than good.
I wouldn't say
Cletus.
Cletus.
Figure things out.
It's not Cletus is dumb. He's just redneck. There's the big difference between dumb and redneck.
Plus, I would point out Billy has a child that's a fucking spider that he doesn't want. My question is, how the heck did you have a spider as your child?
That's okay. That means he has more backup, even if he doesn't want it.
That makes me go. The first question comes to mind is,
Would you really mess with someone who has a spider for a kid?
I wouldn't mess with somebody who has magical powers, and that's Cosmo. Plus, we know Billy doesn't really know how to do anything. It's usually Mandy telling him what to do. Like most women tell men.
So you can't use that as an argument. You say that afterwards.
say the bike I bought was a one-person bike. I thought it was two.
Plus, out of the three, I'd probably trust Cosmo with my child more than the other two.
Yeah, I would too.
Well, he's a parent.
Well, Cletus is a parent and son
is
to
Billy.
his wife. No,
I wouldn't trust Cletus or his wife because his wife brought home hand grenades from the war she went to, and then was like, "Well, we're going to use this to catch some fish, and then they blew up the entire lake out of the water.
That proves the point. No. That proves the point then. Incest.
And they never really clarified what it was, but it probably is.
Hold on, I want to bring up Cletus' quote.
Let me get in and let me show you where it is, and then I'll get in my
And by the way, there's two things I did want to discuss with everyone tonight, since we have most of the people on, and I'll be showing my age here because of this. One of the games that got announced at the GameStop thing this past weekend, we are getting the Lion King and Aladdin on PlayStation 4 from the 90s. Now, it's not the Super Nintendo version. Apparently, for whatever reason, they could not get the Super Nintendo version, which probably because Nintendo was probably going to be like, yeah, we don't want our Nintendo versions on Xbox or PlayStation.
Well, the Genesis version for Aladdin, I think, was a lot better, wasn't it?
It depends on who you ask, because I have the Genesis one, and I should point out, for some reason, they wouldn't let the Super Nintendo be the one available. Nintendo was okay with it being the Game Boy versions for each, so meh. It's the Genesis, Game Gear, and Game Boy for people who don't know. The Genesis one, depending on who you ask, though, for the Aladdin, either it's the better one, or it's the Dark Souls of Genesis games, because it is viewed as one of the tougher Genesis games out there because of the tight controls.
I own the Lion King one for the Genesis. I own the Lion King.
I own the Lion King one as well, and then when I heard that, my first thought was, there's going to be so many children of this generation raging on that one. I'm 31 and I still rage. Still rage on that one.
You're right on.
The Super Nintendo one for Aladdin, that is viewed as the easier one because it's not as difficult. But with that being, but with that, if you get that one, you're not going to have a trouble time because it's only like a few things really are going to kill you in that game, because if you die in that game, it's because you're an idiot. The Genesis one for Aladdin can be very tricky because of the fact if you don't use the apples, you use a sword to kill people. Now, of course, the other big news that got announced a few days ago, and we're seeing the trailer for it drop, I think it said September 9th or 10th, I can't remember the date exactly. Apparently, Resident Evil has a website out that's for the next new game. And everyone's either thinking it's one or two things, and I've seen the pictures. A lot of people think it looks like I'm finally getting my wish. After years and years of begging and hoping, I am finally going to see a sequel to Resident Evil Outbreak File 2. And if you've never played the Resident Evil Outbreak series games on PS2, it pretty much is a game where you have to depend on your teammates. Either AI teammates, or because those games did have online, you could actually have to work with your online partners. That one took a while to load. Now, of course, I know a lot of people, they might describe it as, what was that? Operation Raccoon City, which I've played that game. I did miss one trophy from getting the platinum, and I actually like Operation Raccoon City. My only problem with it was they could have done so much more with the story, and all of that. Plus, one of my favorite things with the Outbreak games is if you actually had online and you became a zombie, you could either kill your teammates, or you could still help them by getting the zombies that are trying to attack them to attack you, even though you're already dead. And I have no viewers now. Wow. Okay, I'm not surprised, excluding for Johnny and Fire Ninja, since it is a Friday. It's a Friday. It's a holiday weekend. So yeah, I can already let people know when that game gets announced for Resident Evil and you can pre-order Outbreak File 3, which is what I think it is, I will be pre-ordering the hell out of that game.
And they'll probably force us to do the same.
No. Because I have a feeling I already know a few people who are going to get it, because there's actually Facebook and Twitter groups and even PlayStation groups that have been wanting that game that I'm a part of. So I'll probably be playing with them mostly. Now, if anyone does get Outbreak,
I'll never see you.
You will see me. It's just like if you don't have that game, you probably won't. Because that game is a guaranteed if it's Outbreak File 3 in the day I pick it up. Yeah, that thing's going to get Let's Played a lot. Anything I have Let's Played at that point will be put on pause. Because I still have Outbreak File 1 and 2 on the PS2. I have the strategy guides for both of those. I've 100%ed each character. That is personally my favorite Resident Evil game. I just wish it would get more love.
Come on, Ammo. Really? You had to die?
Yep.
Don't tell me that's gonna immediately put me in the Avenger.
No, but it was probably going to pull the Avenger over.
I don't want it anywhere near me.
Alright, and we do have a few towers we can do. We might not do a Steam tournament, but we do have Touch of Blood, which I've done, and a Debt to Collect. Now we do have to win one match with Sonya, but I may as well make it 2. So, and we do have to unfortunately do the Jax and Jackie Briggs tower. God hate why. So a match with just 2 towers, please, because I don't like playing as Sonya that much.
Oh, come on. Because of that, now I have to deal with the stupid helicopters.
Whee! Do 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 do. Oh, I'm back to 271 subscribers. Somebody left the Dougie Foundation. Mama Kitty, come on. I know you're upset that we've been gone all day, but I left you with a good TV channel on. I left it on Food Network for you.
When the hell are we doing the NFL Picks 1 video?
Probably either Tuesday night or Wednesday. I have to see what I'm doing Tuesday first, since I want to wait till we actually see all the cuts get happen, because you know tomorrow's when every team's got to get it down to 53.
Well, I'm gonna get a rough sketch of my picks going. I'm not gonna say anything. But
I already know some of the games I'm picking, but I do want to just go over, make sure I'm okay with everything before I write them all down officially.
What were you saying, Ninja?
I have to deal with these helicopters now.
Pew 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 pew. I already know who I'm picking for the Thursday night game. That's the one that I have a lot of people mad at me.
A lot of people are mad at you.
Yeah. It's... I'm not gonna say who it is. Of course, if you do watch Rock and Reese's Reese recaps that he's been doing before the season start, that I've been thankfully been able to be a part of. There's a shout out, Rock and Reese. Hopefully you do get a chance to eventually watch this. I don't know if you will or not, but all right, head Papa. Ow. We actually discussed the one team that plays on Thursday, and he was He couldn't believe I actually have them as the second seed in the NFC.
Yeah. Everything else had miniguns. That one flies in and all of a sudden has a rocket.
Okay, Jackie Bridge, you're being a bitch.
You get to the stupid...
Can you call in your,
No.
Okay,
Wish
what do
I
I do?
could.
Okay, I gotta hold. And goodbye, Jackie. Stone Cold stunner her head off. Which brings me to another point I want to make. As if you weren't paying attention to WWE this week, or the Twitter or Facebook, it was announced that on the September 9th episode of Raw, at Madison Square Garden, Stone Cold Steve Austin will be there. Now guess what is also September 9th on that Monday?
Start of a football season, I'm guessing.
2 Monday Night Football games. And I said this in a lot of wrestling groups, and a lot of people saying, oh, that's not true, they wouldn't do that. Apparently they're stupid. I think they'll only have an Austin be there for 2 things. One, for the Bray Wyatt thing, because I'm sure he's going to be the next one to get attacked. And B, to compete with the NFL ratings.
those have tanked significantly because of...
And I do know, Finance, you do not watch the NFL, but that is usually when the NFL season starts, the WWE starts doing very bad in the ratings department. And I do mean bad. I know somebody made the joke apparently on Facebook today that thanks to NXT and AEW having wrestling on Wednesdays, the NFL and the NBA are going to have Wednesday games. I'm like, the NBA already has Wednesday games.
That's like the dumbest thing I think I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the NBA doesn't have Wednesday game.
I think people forget Major League Baseball and the NBA have games on Wednesday, and then I'm like, forget about college football and college basketball. Ow. So yeah, but again, I hope everyone has a good holiday weekend, because this is a holiday. And if your college team has played yesterday or today and they won, congratulations. If they did not, if they're playing Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, good luck to them. Unless, of course, they're playing Notre Dame Monday, because fuck Louisville.
Who the hell is Washington play? I need to play.
And another stupid missile.
Ironically enough, right when you said that, I had Sonya Blade call down her turret gun missile thing.
Yeah, we played. Oh yeah, we played Eastern Washington.
I don't have any defense against these stupid helicopters.
You just need to.
My minigun.
You just need to use the prototype disease, and then you can beat the helicopters easily.
You could always get in the Avenger and just let it take damage.
By the way, earlier this morning I was playing Undertale for the first time, and I had fun with it. I'm gonna be a murderous asshole and just kill everyone and everything in it.
That's probably what I'm gonna have to do.
You did the freaking
autopilot.
You picked the genocide route?
Oh yeah, I'm killing everybody in that game.
You fucking monster!
Oh, I just couldn't.
Kick this guy out of the party. That's
just thinking.
You're a monster, Doug. How dare you?
Dude, that's 9 times out of 10. Any game that lets me decide that I can be nice or an asshole, I always pick that I'm going to kill everybody first. Which reminds me, I just
Doug doesn't like the challenge.
I just beat Marvel Ultimate Alliance, the first one, and if you've never played it, all your decisions that you've done, they tell you how it's affected you. Apparently, I did one bad thing, which was surprising. Apparently, I let Nightcrawler die instead of Jean Grey. Apparently, Mystique gets pissed off by that and kills Professor Xavier.
Great job.
And I'm like, and unfortunately, when he dies, the X-Men break up. The positive thing is, hey, since you decided to save Thor's dad, Asgard now is Earth's protector. So it's like, so we lose the mutants, but we get Thor and his family as Earth's new protectors. I call that a win.
I don't.
Granted, my team was weird. I had Doctor Doom, Deadpool, Wolverine, and Captain America. The fun part's going to be I now have to go back and beat the game on hard and do a few other things.
Autopilot, go.
And still do the play with multiple people. That's going to be the fun one. But I'm getting Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 downloaded tomorrow. Which, don't forget, guys, if you've not added the free games to your library for the month of August, please make sure to do that before Tuesday. And don't forget, Tuesday is Batman Arkham Knight and Darksiders 3.
Doug loves that.
Which we know, if you saw my rant video about it, you know I'm fucking pissed. Which, surprisingly, there were a lot of people on my side on this one, unlike a few months ago when we lost the soccer game. Apparently everyone's with me on this one because they're like, yeah, Doug has the most reason to be pissed since he did get the collector's edition for both of those games. You know, I know my buddy Brad would say, well, you're not trading in, you're not getting, it's not the collector's edition, you're losing, just the game. And I'm like, Brad, remember, I paid for I got the season pass with both those games. And season passes are not exactly cheap. I do find it funny that Batman Arkham Knight it does not come with the DLC included. Because that game had a lot of DLC.
Yeah, it did.
I've played all the DLC too, so that's how I know.
So have I.
I know you have. The only good thing for me is like I said in the video, at least I have Cold Vein and Borderlands 3 coming out. Plus, I'll be busy moving, so it ain't like I'm going to be having time. Brainbuster.
Well, let's just take this moment to remember that good old ham radio guy. Moment of silence.
That's going to be the good thing, because I saw where we were at. There was like, we were next to a church, which I'm cool with. And there was no ham, there was like no ham radio towers, no nothing. The good thing is we're not too far away for where if I want to go down to go fishing, I got to take like maybe a 10-minute drive. The only thing I will say bad, there's no deliveries out there, so if I want pizza or Chinese, I'm gonna have to drive.
Well, you won't have to drive.
Well, no, obviously.
Speaking of deliveries, I might have some leftovers.
I just love punching Katana in the face. It makes me feel so relaxed. And I can already guarantee this most likely, if you are not new to the Mortal Kombat franchise, we will most likely see a Mortal Kombat Part 2 get announced most likely next year.
I went the wrong direction.
Because anybody who had MKX knows we had a second one. Now I already have a thing I know who might be in at least in the second one they do. I can already guess one person out the gate.
What?
Shiva.
Well, I mean, it makes sense since they already have the model in the game.
Yeah, I expect her, to be honest, she has not been played since MK9. And I actually didn't mind doing MK9. I actually liked her fatalities a bit, and I feel like since her arcade ending would probably be one where she gets a good guy ending, since even her MK9 ending was a good guy ending to a degree. Eat a dead body. Okay, that hurt. DDT.
They're being ridiculous with these helicopters right now.
Pew 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 pew. Don't forget, guys, that I will not be streaming till after every college game Saturday, so in better words, yeah, you probably won't see me on till like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. And that's if I'm not passed out drunk by that point. And by the way, if you are a fan of Dragon Ball Z, I'd recommend going to Walmart because they have a lot of the Dragon Ball Z stuff on sale because it is the 30th anniversary of Dragon Ball Z. I know Fire Ninja's not a fan of Dragon Ball Z, but for any of those people out there watching. Which reminds me, I did watch the new anime that came out, Dr. Stone, and I actually kind of like it. It actually makes you use your brain a bit. You actually get to learn science and crap. And I also like Firewatch as well. That's one I've been getting into, so much so that when I go to Second and Charles in a few weeks, I'm going to be trying to find those anime books to go along with the My Hero Academia. Just don't forget, guys, Season 4 should air in the US hopefully before the end of this year. If not, it'll probably air in US next year. If you don't want to listen to the Japanese, its original language, and then just read the subtitles.
I don't think I have to worry about that.
Why?
Because I have Funimation, which means I get it translated into English without even needing the American version.
Well, I know you do, and I know some people who do have Funimation, but I know there's other people who do not. Time to play baseball with Casey Cage's head. Take me out to the ball game. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. And what is my cat fucking doing back there?
Alright, got them done. On my set. I have 3 upsets.
Yeah, I have to look at the whole schedule to make sure. I'll probably look over it till Sunday. While I'm playing Madden a bit, and that will get me to just help me with my decisions. I can't really say there's any upsets in week 1 because week 1 it's pretty much everyone's even. So unless you're going by what Vegas says is the point spread,
Vegas, yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't even consider Vegas's point spread until like week 3 or 4. Because the first 2 weeks are the first 2 weeks of the season, you're still trying to get everything worked out. Oh, good. Now we get to play as everyone's favorite dumbass character in Mortal Kombat 11, Jackie Briggs.
And for every pick, every week we have picks. We have to have a lock in an upset.
Well, I usually have a lock in an upset every week anyway. Mama, kitty, get that off your head. I'll be back. I don't need you choking to death.
I think I have my upset of the week, and I'm still trying to choose what my lock is.
Mama Kitty.
I'm in.
Hey.
Okay, this game is easily my lock.
I'm back to the turret. Whoops. Back in the
She's
seat.
fine. Yeah, she had a warm-up bag that got stuck wrapped around her body.
Okay, but she came flying through up in the spare building.
That's why she ran up there, because it got stuck to her. Yeah. I'm back. Sorry about that. My cat decided to go in a Walmart plastic baggie. The problem is it got stuck on her. I don't mind if it's a paper bag, because, you know, they usually can figure a way out of that. But I cannot believe I'm being forced to play as Jackie Briggs. I hate Jackie Briggs.
Your hero.
Oh, bull fucking shit.
She
Hero, ma.
teaches you that suicide is great.
She teaches you that that she's a dumbass.
And that if you're an idiot, then suicide is the perfect option for you.
I want to save my dad, so I'm going to kill myself.
Uh-huh. Even though that's not at all what anybody wants, so... Except for her, so, you know...
It's like, I don't care if I have a husband, or if I lose my best friend Sonia,
or, you know,
and Casey and Johnny.
Doesn't actually get to experience the happiness for a while.
Yeah, he doesn't get to experience the joy of being a parent, or have a wife.
I'll be back.
You're talking about Jack.
We're talking about Jackie. Yeah, you haven't seen our arcade ending yet, have you?
I've seen them all.
Yeah, I had her as the worst arcade ending in MK11 because it was just so stupid.
So do I, and I don't even need to see all of them.
Because all of them are, because hers is like the worst. I don't think anyone can defend it.
Playable characters in MK10 that I like. Now, a lot of people are gonna hate me for this, but I actually liked Kunjin.
Kunjin wasn't bad. I mean, I didn't hate the character, the story, or anything. I just hated the fact of he's such a terrible character if you're a close range fighter. If you like playing the close game, but if you like playing the long game, he's perfect for you. But with my play style, it didn't work.
What I did with him actually was close range. Because he has a thing where with his bow thing, he can spin.
Cutscene still playing?
That's the only good move he has, other than which I've been able to block and reverse so many times with Quan Chi and Raiden. You know, particularly Quan Chi, because if you're using Quan Chi and they're using Kunjin, they're screwed.
Yeah. And other character I would either use Kunjin using that move to confess, or I would use Shinnok for his thing where he slides his bone sight.
Yeah, I know which one you mean.
Picks him up.
What?
And then once they're in the air, I do the thing that shoots 3 times.
with Shinnok, for me personally, I didn't mind the character, but I just felt like his Mortal Kombat 4 move combo list was so much better. And Devore is dead. And not a person was upset about it.
I actually liked Devore back in the MK10.
I hated her on MKX and I hate her on MK11. I wish she was the character who didn't come back.
MK10, I used her a lot because I would always be able to. She had like an extra long reach.
I'm honest, the only time I played as Devore was in story mode when you were forced to, and get her arcade ending. Other than that, I didn't touch that bitch unless I got screwed when I did hit and random. And usually when I got stuck with her as hit and random, that's when I'd be like, you know what, I'm gonna lose this match, I don't care.
Yeah. I like her for her extra long because she has moves that you can use that like keep the hell out of them and they can't get close enough to hit you.
Hey look, it's Vanilla Ice. I really do not remember her moves that well. Nope, Sub-Zero's dead. Okay, what the hell are her combos? Thank you. Johnny's back. He decided to come back from the dead, everybody, because he missed us.
I'm gonna eat for a little bit. I'll be back on like in around 10 minutes, and so I'll be back.
Eat? Who said you could eat?
I did.
Damn it.
Thank you, Matt.
And Scorpion's dead.
I'll be right back. I know it won't take long.
And that is where you keep a can of Pringles can or an empty Gatorade bottle next to you. Why do I gotta play as Jackie? Hate playing as Jackie. 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4. We're gonna take an axe to your motherfucking skull. See, if you have robotic arms, just remember you won't be able to masturbate anymore. Damn it. Time for baseball season on Sonya Blade's head. And don't forget, guys, I believe tomorrow night is the AEW's pay-per-view. I could be wrong on that. I'm sure a lot of people, if you are not going to be able to watch it when it airs live, I would definitely recommend staying on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, anything like that, tomorrow. Right, Fine Ninja? Hey, the Baltimore Orioles won today, 14-2. Better late than never, I guess. And here's some NFL news as well, because a source, the Seattle Seahawks have waived quarterback Paxton Lynch. A source confirmed to ESPN on Friday, ending his bid to back up Russell Wilson. That job instead will go to Geno Smith as long as tests on his knee don't reveal a serious injury. And also the Pats make trade with Broncos and Bills. Let's bring that up a bit. The New England Patriots have traded cornerback Duke Dawson to the Denver Broncos, sources confirmed to ESPN. The Broncos will get Dawson and the Patriots' 7th round pick in 2020. In return, the Patriots will get Denver's 6th round pick in 2020. Sources told ESPN and Swift. In another deal, the Patriots acquired center Russell Bolden from the Buffalo Bills for a 2020 6th round pick, the Bills announced Friday. Welcome back, Ammo. And checking the college scores in case anybody's team played tonight. We have currently right now with 1 minute and 8 seconds left in the 4th quarter on the ACC network. Wake Forest is up on Utah State 38-35. Purdue is beating Nevada 24-7 in the middle of the 3rd quarter. In a game that apparently just started not too long ago, in the 2nd quarter, it is Colorado State 13, Colorado 10, and Oklahoma State is tied with Oregon State in the 2nd quarter. Games that have already ended, right? Army beat Rice 14-7, Michigan State beat Tulsa 28-7, Rutgers beat UMass 48-21, and Wisconsin won 49-0. Actually, correction. The Cowboys now lead the Beavers 17-10 thanks to a Odie Brown run for 5 yards for a touchdown. And the Rams lead the Buffaloes 14-10.
Go boys.
Well, it's the college Cowboy team, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. It's not the NFL Cowboys. That's next week. That's next Sunday when I'm not, pretty much next weekend, no one's going to see me at all. No one's going to see me Monday either, because Monday I'll be watching Notre Dame take on Louisville. So, yep, Doug ain't going to be on for nobody come Monday. And you could send me a message like, Doug, Alexa Bliss is in the chat party right now. And I'd be like, well, sorry, Notre Dame's playing. I got a college football team, college basketball team, an NBA team, a professional sumo wrestlers, a college lacrosse team, a college swimming team. And I find, that's the one thing I find hilarious. There are now professional college bowling teams. Gives me hope that I could that if I would have known that years ago, I could have went to college on a bowling scholarship.
Bowling's a fun sport.
Hey, who said you could shoot me, Casey? Eat a brain buster. Oh, we finally get to see that brutality I've been trying to do for the last few months. And homage to his Mortal Kombat, I think that's 2 or 3 fatality. Yay. Speaking of news of the weird, and I don't know if Five Ninjas in here, so it's kind of a good thing. Emma, have you ever seen watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, that was a childhood thing I grew up with.
Would you like a nightmare for the night?
What?
There was a porn parody of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Not surprising.
But I do find it hilarious that the porn star April O'Neil plays April O'Neil, so that kind of made it funny. Kind of what's weird is they made Shredder a woman in that. And remember, parents, if you're letting your children watch this, you're a bad parent.
Yeah, I've seen animated versions of that.
Why does that not surprise me? There's anime versions of it. Remember, I haven't got to say this in a long time. Remember, children, go to Rule 34 for Mortal Kombat stuff.
There is a ton of animated versions of it.
That doesn't surprise me. And right when we're talking about finding, it's like, no.
No, Doug. Stop it.
Yeah, I don't want to stop.
I don't care what you want.
Hell, there's an entire site that I go to quite often that is dedicated to
Stop
the
it.
manga version of things. So you read
Stop it.
them.
We don't have to stop. We're on a YouTube channel that's not being censored.
Stop it.
Only if you start singing "Stop in the Name of Love" before you break my heart.
Stop.
That doesn't sound like a song.
Doug, there is no negotiating here.
Well then, Ammo, you can keep talking about that weird anime stuff.
Yeah, it's called nhentai.com.
All we're missing's Mayhem now. That's who we need. We need Mayhem in here.
You remember what I've said in the past? I hate everyone and everything.
Oh, you don't hate us. You love us because we
No, I don't.
love you.
Yeah, it's a one-way thing.
Well, I consider you a good friend, and I like all my friends.
The site has original works and parodies of actual anime. can look up similar things because it's anime. Like incest.
You stop.
That was not. I was not expecting. I was expecting you to say that one where dude ends up banging a half woman, half spider thing. That would explain how Billy had.
What you do?
That explains how Billy had a kid.
It's probably in there.
No, there's actually a reason why Billy had the kid.
I like my reasoning. I like my reasoning better.
Remember, he found an egg.
I don't want. We don't care. We like. We all like my reasoning better.
I don't care if you like your reasoning better. I'm telling you.
Our reasoning, me and Amo's reasoning works better for the channel.
No, it doesn't.
Does too. It's like those dark theories about your favorite cartoon shows. Those just work so much better. Like with Steven Universe, those are not gems, those are just drugs trying to keep him alive because he got ran over by an ice cream truck.
What?
Yeah, it's one of the theories people have with Steven Universe. There are no gems, those are all the ice creams that landed on top of him or the drugs that are keeping him alive because he got ran over by an ice cream truck.
Okay, then.
Kind of like with the Fairy Odd Parents, the dark theory with that is Cosmo and Wanda are some kind of antidepressant pills for Timmy. And then of course you just got Barney the dinosaur who just likes to hug children a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if you've never played the Barney game on Sega Genesis, you should be thankful.
Doug loves it.
The game is creepy. It's one of those games where I think people should have to play, just so they can experience the creepiness.
You get a little too intimate.
No, that would be when you're playing the Teletubbies game, when you're asking yourself, why am I not drunk to play this?
Oh, you get, some special voice lines and victory poses now. Event poses and whatnot.
Time for the clothesline from hell. JBL would be pleased. Does feel weird Martha's not joining the party. Is Martha still alive? The world has to know.
No.
Oh damn. And now we're gonna kill Kano.
Yeah, I guess I'll get him. There we go. I'm
Okay,
starting a collection on Clone Commanders.
That entrance was straight up me. Kano walking in with a bottle of beer, drinking it. That would be me.
I'm trying to get all the characters that look like Clone Commanders to me.
Mm.
Captain Phasma?
No!
You know what the funny thing is, that game may be one of the few games I'm kind of glad I got it on sale, because it is a fun game. When you're in a match with people that are not bullshit higher ranked than you because they don't have a life.
You mean that time I got violated by Ray?
Yeah, you mean like that one match we had where you and me both would keep getting screwed because they were like, oh, each one of their characters was like.
To the point where we just hid.
Yeah, we hid like a bunch of cowards.
It wasn't being cowardly, it was being strategically intelligent. And I stand by that statement.
You stand by that statement. I kind of agree.
It was not fear of being violated again by Ray.
Yeah, we didn't need Ray to stick her lightsaber up our ass.
No. It wasn't you that it happened to, it was me.
No, you got stuck with Ray. I got stuck with Obi-Wan and fucking Luke double teaming me.
Master and apprentice.
Alright, 2 towers left to do, and then we are done probably with MK for the night, since there ain't really that many new towers unless the new tower pops up.
And you're going to Battlefront 2, right?
I don't know. Cause I still gotta, I gotta do something with Prototype this weekend, but I might save Prototype for Sunday and just have Sunday, when I get up Sunday, do Mortal Kombat when I get up Sunday, then do Evil Within, then do Prototype. Because we know Sunday night there's a football game I'll be watching. College football game. And Monday, I'm not even gonna... I don't know if I'm gonna even attempt to stream anything Monday, because with it being the holidays, a lot of places are gonna be closed, and school does not... And Monday's the last day before school starts here. So I already know there's probably gonna be a lot of people online most of the day.
My emblem in this facility is huge.
That's what she said. But then it shrunk in the washer.
I could get that one for that. Yeah, how could I forget about one of my favorites? I'm disappointed in myself right now.
And Kato Khan is dead, children. Say goodbye to Batista. You get the clothesline from hell.
How could I forget one of my favorite clones?
Melina?
No.
Oh, wait, that's my favorite clone.
It's not 100%, but it's pretty much the closest as I can get to it. The only thing that's messed up with it is slight placement of one thing, and then the rangefinder on it, but other than that, it is pretty much as perfect as it can be. I am happy about that, so I'm gonna get that skin in. Because Commander Thyre is one of my favorites.
Oh, that's right, because Johnny doesn't have Facebook. He didn't see what special condition I've added to the NFL Pick Show. And it's something that if I Ninja would not want to be a part of in case my Cowboys lose.
What the I'm gonna kill you fund?
No, anytime the Dallas Cowboys lose a game, the next pick video I will be singing a song as punishment. And we know I just have the most lovely singing voice.
No.
Trust me, I already got the first one lined up, and no, the funny thing is, I guarantee you, 90% of the songs that will be having to be sung, no one's gonna know them because they don't play video games or watch anime. Or remember old cartoon shows. Live by the code of the dragon. I'll make sure to sing Bucky O'Hare once just for you, Fire Ninja.
Captain Bucky O'Hare?
Yep. Captain Bucky O'Hare. It's the Toad Wars with Captain Boogie, oh hey!
Such a disappointing uniform for a commander.
Wait, are both of you playing Star Wars Battlefront 2? I thought you guys were playing Grand Theft Auto.
I'm playing Battlefront 2.
Hmm. Use the Force, jackass.
And I remembered how stupid looking that Commander Appo's armor was.
Hmm.
Because it was just the original. It's just a normal clone trooper armor.
What is normal?
Like, nothing special. Oh, sorry. Sometimes, depending on what thing you look at, he has a pauldron. But most of the time, especially during Order 66, he did not. So, technically, every single one of the character classes is a different commander.
Now I should.
That I have
Good to
now.
know. I should point out, and I'll let Johnny know the special condition I put on myself because I announced it today on Facebook in a minute.
You're gonna be tortured.
Yeah, Johnny, you may be getting tortured doing the NFL pick show, but it won't be because of your win-loss record on picks.
What are you talking about?
I put on Facebook today that if anytime the Dallas Cowboys lose a game, the very next pick video, I have to sing a song on the stream.
I feel bad for you.
So let's see if they lose to the Giants. In week 2, I gotta sing a song.
Week.
So week 2, I could have to sing, depending what happens in week 1.
You're not going to lose to the Giants. Calm your titties.
I hope not. Because if they lose to the Giants in week 1, I'm gonna I think I might be crying in the corner.
I didn't get the added bonus, so guess who?
What?
Dark Knight.
No, Dark Knight's not joining us.
No, like, you're going to receive like 20 messages saying like, ha.
Yeah, and that's if he even watches them this year, since we know he didn't really care for them last year. And they're not, and for some reason, they haven't really joined any of the talking in the chat.
Because they can't.
Well, no, I mean, I don't mean in the chat party on PlayStation. I mean the chat in the YouTube thing.
Oh.
By the way, I would like to like for everyone who's in the state of Florida this weekend, please be safe. That you guys are dealing with some nasty weather.
Oh,
So
yeah, Dorian.
So I feel accomplished.
Damn it, Scarlet! Stop trying to motor me.
Okay.
Oh, Scarlet's dead.
Ready for my first ice.
He's ready for his close-up. By the way, the Orioles won today. And that, children, is what Fire Ninja wants to do to everybody in the world. He wants to rip their arm off and use that person's arm as a baseball bat to knock that person's head clean off their shoulders. Particularly if you're using Ray on Star Wars Battlefront 2.
I still stand by my statement. I was violated.
I have a friend we're probably going to get more violated later too.
I will blow a whistle That's a good part.
I whistled
You
that
know,
no one will heal.
No, nobody will care, and then I'll go hide on that rooftop again, and then once they all start chasing off over the wall and run to my death.
Hey Ninja, how the hell did you get a statue in the one corner of your room, in your facility?
It was automatically there.
Hookers.
That's not there for me.
I don't know why. Did you buy this stupid orbital room?
No.
So, in order of commanders, my assault is now Commander Apo of the 501st Legion. My heaviest commander, Cody of the 212th Attack Battalion.
Time for the clothesline from hell.
My officer is Commander Thyre.
Oh, ammo left. Ammo must have had to refill. He must have had to refill his gun with ammo. That joke was bad.
Commander Thyre of the Coruscant Guard. And then my specialist is
John Cena.
No, it's Commander Bly of the 327th Star Corps.
Now, I will say this: if anyone asks me to sing rap music, the only close thing you're going to get to rap music is Kurt Hennig's old theme song in WCW, "Rap is Crap."
No, you gotta say.
Your statement.
Hey, that is like the best theme song WCW ever did.
He does this.
Okay, besides the Sting one, but... And the American males.
No!
Dude,
That was bad.
Dude, I sing that at MagFest every year to the point where I get a group of like 20 people who sing that with me.
This kids is why Doug can't have kids anymore.
Granted, the funny thing is
Ever.
actually it's gotten to the point where everybody knows all the words for it without having to have the phone up with it. And that right there is an accomplishment.
No, it really isn't. It's bad.
Also, Doug, in your opinion, did I pick the Ravens a lot last year?
No, you were kind of like me with them a bit. You kind of picked them to lose on some occasions.
I think I only picked them to lose once.
No, you picked them to lose twice.
What
The
was
first,
the other game?
I think the first one you may have picked them to losses when Falco couldn't play that 1 week, and you were like me. We didn't really know what Lamar Jackson could do.
No, I picked Baltimore to win that game. So it was against Cincinnati.
Because I know there was
Archie
2
Griffin
games.
won that game.
I know there were 2 games you did pick the Ravens to lose. Because I know I picked them more to lose than you did, though.
I picked
because
the last game I picked the last game to lose for them to lose because what happened the year before.
yeah.
Yeah, that memory still haunts me to this very day.
It's going to be interesting to see what teams actually make it back to the playoffs who made it there last season. I do expect a few new ones.
What's going to be the New Carolina Philadelphia game? That's good. That one was a great pick. That was fun.
You can go to hell with that one.
Jesus, Matt, that was just hilarious. He was saying like a lot of shit. Like he was so confident the Eagles were gonna win.
Yeah, then I regretted putting my trust in the Eagles. And clothesline from hell.
I'm surprised it was that game. That was in that game. That was that game that kind of drove you to that point. That game, I don't know why.
Which I never want to think about ever again. I'm just hoping this coming when I make my picks, I can actually break my streak of losing in the Thursday opener. Because it seems like any team, whoever I picked to win that one, has ended up losing the last 5 of the 6 times.
Yeah, I picked. Why did I pick the stupid Falcons?
Because we were dumb.
We gotta pick Nick Foles.
And that's gonna do it for MK11. Don't worry, there'll be another stream coming up in a few minutes.